Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I apologize for not getting a video up yesterday. I will tell you why I didn't get a video up yesterday. I went down to, last week I called multiple times to a company to order a rotisserie for the Supra. I'm not going to name who it is, but they didn't call back. So yesterday I got a buddy's truck and I drove down to the store, to the warehouse, to buy one. And guy came out. Yep, he's got 4 in stock. I told him I was going to take one. I didn't want to finance it. I didn't want nothing. Cash in hand. I just wanted to buy a rotisserie so we could get this Supra going. And he came back after a few minutes and said that it's buried in his warehouse and it wasn't worth his time to dig it out and sell it to me. We're talking about a over $2,000 rotisserie. And the guy just plumply told me he didn't want to sell it to me. It's not worth his time. He's not digging it out. Go away is basically what he said. So that's what I did. I left. I mean, if he doesn't want my business, he doesn't. I got a hold of another company and ordered one because that was the only place that I could buy one directly here in Ontario. So I ordered one. It's coming from Montreal. It should be here, I'm hoping this afternoon or tomorrow. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to be taking the engine off of the front cradle today. I'm going to see if I can get the front suspension torn apart and the brakes the way we did the back stuff. And then I'm probably going to see if I can get to taking the calipers apart. The Supra brakes won by a long shot in the vote with 76% of the vote. So we are going to rebuild these calipers. I'm going to completely disassemble them, take the pistons out of them, the seals out of them, clean them all down. Then we're going to go in, we're going to have them powder coated black. And then a couple people have messaged 2 things. One, we were going to put the Supra back on there the way it is. So we would put a decal on there, powder coat it, put a decal on it, then powder coat them all black, then pull the decal off. Some people thought it would be a cool idea to do that style, but put veil side on them instead of the Supra. I don't know what you guys want to do. I think I'm going to put a vote up at the end of this video and let you guys vote on it. I'm not really biased one way or the other. The Supra looks nice. I think it keeps some of the nostalgia. The veil side would also be cool because we're building a veil side, but I'll leave that up to you guys. But we'll see if we can get the engine off that cradle, get that cradle taken apart, because I do want to get some of this stuff off to powder coating. The stuff that we're going to use, this back brake shield is going to be re-powder coated. I'll put brand new hubs and bearings in it. You know, that cradle, the whole cradle is going to be done. I'm still doing some research, guys, on the pumpkin, on the rear diff. So I've talked to some shops, some differential shops that said if you build this, take it apart and rebuild this, that it would more than handle the 500 or 600 horse that we're putting down. I've talked to other shops and they say, well, the 6-speed turbo diff has a larger ring gear in it and whatnot, can definitely take more power. Now those ones are hard to come by. So I'm going to do a little bit more research on exactly how much power this one can hold, or if we've got to go with a strange differential or something like that, because I don't think there's a lot of people out there selling the original turbo 6-speed differential. So that's something else, but we're going to keep plucking away at it. Also, I don't know if I'm going to get it done today. I started yesterday taking these decals off. You can see I've got everything taken off the back fender. When I say I've got everything taken off, what I mean is Jay has everything taken off, because I don't have the patience to do it. This is where I started. See that? It's real nice. And got tired and walked away because I didn't have the patience for it. But we'll see if we can't get the rest of the decals off the car, because as soon as the rotisserie gets here, I want to get it on the rotisserie and we want to get it out to Paintworks, get them to start primering it, you know, making sure everything's ready to go so we can start mocking up some body panels on it. So I'm going to go get changed and we're going to start taking that engine off the cradle. Well, we're at the point where we're going to try and lift this motor and tranny off the cart and off the front cradle. I forgot that I lent my engine hoist out, so use a little bit of ingenuity here. I'm going to use the hoist to pull it up, and then I'll just throw it on the skid. I think when it's up in the air, I think I'm going to steal this oil pan that's on it. I might flush the oil out of it and steal that oil pan, just because we need a mid-rear sump. And you know, I can buy a new pickup for that, but I can use that pan, or at least that aluminum piece, for the 2J that we're building. So let's fingers crossed here, and hope that this doesn't go catastrophic. See what happens. So, what I was saying about, I just said very interesting there, is I just took it off. This is the pickup for the 2JZ GTE, the turbo. That's the one that we're building now. Now this is the front sump for it. I just took this one off, the GE. This is the non-turbo. There's a significant difference in the size of the pickup, and the fact that this one here has just got the one hole. This here is a completely open net. So I'm going to look into it, because this is going to have to be the pickup that we use because of the location of it. So I'm going to look into it and find out what's going on with this. If somebody put an aftermarket one in there, or if this one here is the one that we're supposed to use. Like, I'm not too sure, but I would assume, at least with the Mustang, when I have a pickup like this and I buy a performance pickup, this is what I get. So this is pretty interesting that the GE has a much larger pickup and is open all the way, as opposed to the GTE, which just has that hole. And yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm going to look into that, guys, and let you know what I find out about that. But very interesting. Guys, this is Dave, DJM Custom Fabrication. Yeah, he's the guy that makes all the carts and does all my custom fab. And today he's just holding my shaft. He's gonna hold my knob.
It's called the rosy palm.
Yeah, he's gonna, just to make sure it doesn't spin around. If you need someone to hold your knob, Dave's the guy. He's all over it. I think as far as we're going to get today, I'm going to get this motor put on the skid and kind of put to the side. And maybe tomorrow I'll take this front assembly apart. This is all aluminum. This is steel. It's got some sweet Japanese logo in that. Yeah, so we're probably going to get a new steering rack, new brackets. This stuff here is all aluminum. I'll probably get new bushings for the control arms and whatnot. I don't know if they can powder coat aluminum or not. I'm not too sure. I think they can, but we'll get it all torn apart tomorrow. Get it in for powder coating so we can get the new 2J set up on it. This is the, for those of you that are new to the channel, this is the engine cradle that's going in the Valeside 4509 Supra, the car that we're building and giving away. Everything's done by votes. You guys get to vote on what you want. We listen to what you guys say, and that's what we do to the car. So all you got to do for your chance to win the car is subscribe to the channel, follow us on Instagram, stuff like that, and we'll see you in the next video. Hold on. Actually, I'm also going to put a vote up at the end of this video for the brakes. These brakes here, these brakes won the vote if you guys wanted to go aftermarket brakes or the OEM Supra brakes, the OEM Supra brakes 1. I've had a couple people suggest that instead of putting Supra back on the caliper is to put Veil side on the caliper. Again, I'm not biased either way, it doesn't really affect me. I'm going to put up a vote and let you guys vote on whether or not you want it to say Supra or if you want to say Veil side on the caliper. So the link will be in the description below. Make sure you go vote, and we'll see what happens.